Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Target. Shift.
On first down, Roberts. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Go. Hey, Sam off. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch twist.
Second and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
You draw corker. Hey, two. Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the twist. He's checking.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Real. I got you, son. Check. My touch.
Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Roberts. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Roberts. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, Delta. 55, my God, 55. I got him. Yes. Watch 55. It's our time. It's our time.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to air. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Protein spill.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Box truck, box truck. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. King. Our time. It's our time. Mike 51. Mike 51. Tighten up.
Now Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
Point it right. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Real. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hurry.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hurry! You're not ready. Watch the ship. King. Watch the ship. SOS.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Hassan Reddick. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down.
Go. Who's that?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Roberts. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass. Save. Now. Check. Motion out of the backfield. 36. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Roberts. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
64.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the catch made by Johnson. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, come on. Mike, 55.
On first and 10, Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Any weapon. Check right, check right. Watching your five. And watch your lane. Shoot. Watch now.
Back to the air on second down. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Check 50, check 50. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming,
Second
double
quarter,
up.
2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Let's go. Run. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 9, check 9. Big Ed. Regular. 57's the mic.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Here we go. 57.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Tighten up. Kill. Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 50.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hatchet. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, high 7, you're out. Exit. Rush in. Check 43. Check hot route. Hot. Check 26. Jim.
Yep.
Let's go.
The final shot before break. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 133.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Check.
At the 47-yard line.
Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
No. Up,
They go play action. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Let's go, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit. Go.
55, Mike, 55. Know your job. Hey, check Mike.
Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to
Leo.
Why?
Look at me. Zipper.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's track. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Undercrunch.
Blue draw Corkers. Hit it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
6-6. Pull it hard. Hard.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. Johnson, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Hurry, hurry!
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game. A swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
Let's go!
Mayfield to throw it. He finds Beckham complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They run it again with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry!
On 3rd down, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Roberts. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Box truck.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Yes, yes.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Go.
51, Mike 51. Check, check, check.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Push him back. Push him back.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Alpha!
57, run. All day.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Here we go.
Hey, Wahoo!
57's the Mike. Rock 57. Go. Check safety.
Get it.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go, baby. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Stay with your man.
57.
Hurry!
57. Hey, defense, let's go.
Let's 57.
Mayfield to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, I'm wearing 33. I got
Now Chubb running right. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run. Hurry.
Here I come.
Bravo.
57 to Mike. Here I come. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Switch.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Cleveland, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.